Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Jordan, and I'm back here with another video. I want to start by apologizing for the late upload. I've been really busy for the past week, and I haven't really had time to get to another video. But guys, trust me, I've been keeping an eye out on y'all's comments and stuff, and I promise you, I'm gonna start trying to get back on top of this. But anyway, I've been reading through the comments, and I answered quite a few of y'all's questions. But there was one that really stuck out to me, and I'm gonna go ahead and shout him out. His name is Aaron Pratty, and his question was, what are the worst things about boot camp? And I'm gonna first start off by listing what I thought were the top 3 worst things about boot camp, and after I get done with that, I'm gonna also tell you what were the best things to counter that. So let me get started with this. The third thing, I'm gonna start in an order from worst to best. So number 3, the worst thing about boot camp, in my opinion, probably was just, night of arrival and dealing with the RDCs. You're gonna have the RDCs in your face most of the time at boot camp. Just get over it at this point. You got to realize that you're joining the United States Navy. You're joining the military. You're going to have to turn into a soldier before you become part of the Navy, or a sailor in this case. So, they're going to break you down and they're going to build you back up. So don't stress about it. But if you're asking me worst things about boot camp, that's definitely one of them. You're going to have them in your face. They're going to be, yelling at you, etc., etc. But, just don't let it bother you. Just push through and, overcome, and just do the best you can. And your time will be perfectly fine, I promise you. Number 2 for the worst thing at boot camp, I'm going to have to say, had to be the PFA. And I'm not going to brag because, I completed my PFA every time I had it. I passed it every time I did it. But for a lot of people that I've seen, it's definitely a tougher thing at boot camp to complete. So one thing I highly suggest you doing before you go into boot camp, just try to go out and run. Just go run. The push-ups and sit-ups will come gradually through boot camp. The running won't. You will hardly ever run in boot camp. So if you aren't a good runner, I highly suggest you get out and run. Because if you can run your PFA in 12 minutes or less, you're set. I know there's age requirements or time requirements for certain ages, and it just varies depending on when you go in, But like I said, if you can try to just keep yourself at 12 minutes or less, you're good. I promise you. But definitely, if you're not a strong runner, make sure you get out and run before you go to boot camp. Just try to push yourself, and it'll be a lot easier than you think. Number 1, and I think this is the most obvious one for people that have actually been, they can relate. It has to be the lack of sleep that you get at boot camp. The first week there, you're hardly going to get sleep, trust me. I think maybe we were up for 32 hours straight, if I remember, when I first got there, and until we actually hit the rack. So, just prepare for lack of sleep while you're there. You're going to wake up at 5 o'clock every morning, maybe earlier some days. But, it's just how it is when you're in the Navy, and you have to learn how to wake up early and be on time. So just really get used to waking up early, and just be strong-minded, and just power through it. Trust me, you're going to realize that you're going to start waking up a lot earlier throughout the day and sleeping a lot earlier. And you're going to feel it whenever you get out also. Out of boot camp, you're going to want to go to bed earlier. Trust me, because I do it all the time. But it's not intentional. It's just a habit now. But those are definitely the top 3 things. So, the PFA, RDCs, and, lack of sleep. Those are the top 3 worst things in my opinion. If I could do like a summary of what I think is everybody's problems at boot camp, that's probably the top 3 things. Now, in my opinion, the top 3 best things about boot camp. I'm gonna have to start off by saying the phone calls. Phone calls are definitely one of my favorite parts. You know, you got to make that phone call home to your loved ones, and it really, like, to me anyway, it really helped me get through boot camp, because I got a sense of hope again, you know, because you'll go through and you'll start losing hope, but once you make that phone call, like, you just power through it. It's a good morale booster, and it definitely helps. So if you get that phone call, remember, just use your time wisely and call the people that you need to get you through it. Second part, I'm gonna have to say the bonds that you will form with your other shipmates that are there, because you got to think, you're there for 2 months with no cell phone, no outside world contact. You're there at RTC, and you gotta talk to these people, and you will become friends with people there. Trust me, I have multiple friends that I met through the Navy, and they're amazing people. They're really amazing people, and a couple of them I'd really trust with my life right now. I mean, you know, they're there for me, and I'm there for them. They're my brothers, and you're gonna meet a lot of people. So just really try to get to know your shipmates and learn about them, because they're gonna want to learn about you, and the more friends you make, the better your time will be. Trust me. And the best thing about boot camp, and this is honestly a free tip, guys, that I'm gonna give you guys. Take boot camp chow to chow. All right, chow is probably the best part of boot camp, in my opinion. I love to eat, so a lot of people can relate with me on this, because chow there is not that bad, actually. I love the food there. But yeah, definitely take every day chow to chow. You're gonna wake up, you're gonna go to chow. That's a third of your day done. You do a few hours of activity, and then you're gonna go to chow again for lunch. That's like two-thirds of the day done. My fault. And then, you know, you do a few more hours of activity, then you're gonna go to dinner. That's pretty much your day's over with at that point. You have a few hours and you go to taps. So definitely take everyday chow to chow. It'll definitely help you guys. But you know, that's really all I have for that anyway. Remember, so if I answer you all guys' questions on that, then I'm glad that I did. But remember, guys, leave more questions in the comments, because I really want to get back on a grind of making videos, and I've just been really slow on it. And I just really want to answer you guys' questions. It means more to me to tell you guys the truth, because I care about you guys, and let you know really how it is before you go. But anyway, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you guys need to do. I'll drop my Instagram in the link. Go ahead and follow me too. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.